guys, it's me, Morgan, and this video is going to be, obviously you can tell by the title, it's going to be about girls, or guys in general. How rude, my phone just vibrated. It's going to be about ditching your friends for your boyfriend or girlfriend or lover, whatever. I will say lover. Okay, if you know me, this is something that irritates me more than anything. It's probably my biggest pet peeve. Like, okay, I understand, okay, and before I even start this video, no, I'm not trying to offend anybody or make anybody mad. I'm just stating stuff that should be common sense that a lot of high school girls don't realize. Like, I don't know, like, I always thought that it was common sense, but like, if it offends you, like, I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm just saying some facts. No, I'm stating my opinion, okay. But anyways, and I know if you do get offended or defensive, you'll be like, well, Morgan, you're just saying this because you're single. If you had a boyfriend, you know, blah, blah, blah. But that's not true, because I have had a boyfriend, and I don't ditch my friend. When I do have a boyfriend, I never ditch my friends all the time for my boyfriend. Okay, so basically, we'll go into a little story time. Obviously, okay, I had this girl, me and her were best friends. I'm not going to say her name or anything, but me and her were best friends for years and years, like ever since we were little kids. And then, so she'd always been really annoying about guys. Like, she'd always have to have a guy's attention. She would do really gross stuff for guys' attention. And she was, I mean, that's just what she was. Like, she was always like that, you know, and I would always tell her, like, hey, the right guy will eventually come along, blah, blah, blah. She would never listen to me. So, anyways, you know, it was just one of those things, like, you know, I couldn't change her. Like, I mean, I gave her my advice. That's all I could really do. And so anyway, so eventually she got this boyfriend in like junior year of high school, and she constantly ditched me for him, like constantly. Like, we had plans like for 3 months to go to like this little, like, I'm not even gonna say it because it's stupid. We had plans, we had them planned out for 3 months, and then she up and decided that night that she was going with her boyfriend instead. And I was like, okay, well, are we all gonna go together? And she was like, no, I just wanna go with him. Okay, listen, we've been friends for how long? And then you're gonna sit here and ditch me for some boy? So, basically that's my story. And then eventually, you know, I let it go or whatever. She never really apologized, but I mean, I was like, whatever. And then she, you know, she would just ditch me all the time. She would constantly talk about him. Like, okay, if one of my friends has a boyfriend, I'm all happy, you know, happy-go-lucky for him. I'm like, oh yeah, you got a boyfriend or whatever. But that is not what you constantly need to talk about. Like, girls need to understand there's more to life than a high school relationship, because the majority of the time, all the guys want from you is sex. Like, I can say that with 100% confidence, because maybe it's just in my county, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's not, because like, my friend that is dating this guy, she had sex with him on the first date. Now, why wouldn't a guy want to stick around when you're that easy? Like, does that, I don't know, like, ugh. So anyways, basically, I guess the advice that I'm trying to get out there is that, okay, there's more to life than a boyfriend. If you don't have a boyfriend, it's not the end of the world. If you don't have a boyfriend, you don't have to go around and sleep with half the guys in the world just in order to find a boyfriend that you think loves you for you, but really just loves you because you're easy. And also, if you do have a boyfriend or whatever and things are going good, you should, like, a healthy relationship, you should spend time with your boyfriend, and you should have your friends, you know, your friends, family, and then spend time with your boyfriend. You don't constantly have to be shoved up your boyfriend's ass. Like, you just don't. Like, that's not healthy. Like, it's not a healthy relationship. And I mean, I understand, you know, like, oh, you really like them, you want to be around them a lot of the times, but like, you have to understand, like, okay, like what happens if the boy breaks up with you? Because, girl, I will, like, honestly, girls that do that, I have no sympathy for them when they have no friends. Like, I realize people make mistakes, but like, that's why I'm trying to like tell some of you guys now, like, you know, if you have never been in this situation, just, it's very simple. Like, your friends, you're supposed to be there for your friends. So like, don't ditch them when they're going, because you don't really know, like, they could be going through a really hard time. That was my situation. I was going through a really hard time, and my best friend of years and years, like, completely and totally just ditched me. And nobody likes to be ditched. And if you don't want to be friends with somebody, you simply, like, you know, in the kindest way possible, tell them, like, hey, I don't want to be friends anymore. This friendship isn't working. But don't just sit there and leave them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to tell them, because then they're going to be constantly like, oh, did I do something? Like, can this be fixed? Like, you know what I mean? It's just not right for the other person. Like, you have to take into consideration other people's feelings when it comes to, like, a friendship, because obviously it's a two-way road, like, two-way street, whatever. but yeah, just don't ditch your friends for a boyfriend or girlfriend, because it's not right. And you know, you're supposed to love your friends and be there for your friends. You're supposed to love your boyfriend and stuff too, but I mean, you have to understand, like, a healthy relationship, you should have friends, he should have friends. Like, it shouldn't just be the two of you together 24/7, none of you guys having friends, you know, with your head so far shoved up his ass. Like, that's not a healthy relationship. Like, I'm not a psychiatrist, but I'm pretty sure any psychiatrist will done tell you this, girl. But I don't know, it just frustrates me to see that and to obviously experience it. It's a more frustrating thing. And if you're in the situation where your friend is constantly ditching you for some guy, leave them immediately. Do not sit there, please talk to me, because it's wrong of them in the first place. They're not a good friend if they're gonna ditch you for their boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, it's just not right. Don't sit there. Like, I know how hard it is to lose a friend over something as petty and childish as, oh hey, you're constantly ditching me for some boy. Like, you would think it'd be common sense, like, but it's not to some girls, obviously. Oh my god, I've talked about this for 6 minutes. But basically, I just had to rant about that because I see so many girls doing that nowadays. But okay, so I love you guys, and give me your opinions about this, like, topic, because I feel like, I don't know, it's my pet peeve, so that's why my nose is itching. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go, and thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!